In our busy world, our days are filled with a list of things that needs to be checked before a new day emerge. We often take for granted of the item that we are in contact with constantly. The moment we wake up, we freshen ourselves. For a new day, we eat, we work, we complete our daily activities before we go back to bed. In between these, there are several activities that we are engaged with, and within these activities, we are all in contact with the fabric. What goes on behind in making such beautiful pieces? A few weeks ago, I got the privilege to visit the Gandhi Tirth Jain Hills in Jalgaon, situated at a distance of 411 kilometers away from Mumbai. Gandhi said, "With millions of unemployed, something is needed to keep their hands and feet engaged in order that they may earn an honest living." The reason behind the initiation of the power loom at Gandhi Tirth was to help the young, especially the ones who had been led astray, helping and educating them in the field of power loom and at the same time giving them employment. Here I met Ajay, a 43-year-old weaver who has worked with the power loom in the organization.
अभी यहाँ पे जो लोग काम कर रहे हैं तो एक्चुअली में व्यूवर्स नहीं थे, ये तो 10वीं पास 12 जो 10वीं फेल लड़के जो बाहर खादी में काम करने आते तो उनको यहाँ ला के ये काम खादी का किस तरह से किया जाता है, इसमें हैंड मार्क से जो हाथ मार्क से जो काम करने के बाद में सोलर पे किस तरह से काम करना है वो सिखा के हमने उसको अब तैयार किया है। तो हाथ मार्क में दिन में वो 3 मीटर 4 मीटर के ऊपर गए नहीं, आदमी को जो अच्छा एक्सपर्ट बनना है तो 8 मीटर 9 मीटर का काम है, क्योंकि उससे भी अभी आगे चलना है, क्योंकि 8-9 मीटर में वो उनके लिए वो ठीक है लेकिन हमारी संस्था के लिए ठीक नहीं है, क्योंकि हम उतने में उनको वेज दे के हमको क्या मिलेगा, मतलब उनको भी कोई पैसा मिलना चाहिए, संस्था में कुछ न कुछ बचना चाहिए। इस हिसाब से हमने सोलर पर काम किया। तो अभी सोलर पे जो काम हो रहा है तो उनको मतलब जो हाथ से दिन में चलना था, हिप का मूवमेंट था, छाती का हाथ का जो मूवमेंट था ना वो कम हो गया अभी, और स्टैंडिंग मूवमेंट पे काम कर रहे हैं। तो दिन भर में जैसा वो 8 मीटर करने आती है अभी 15 मीटर बढ़ गई, 20 मीटर भी बढ़ गई, मतलब उनका बॉडी तो रिलैक्स हो गया, उतना उनको पेन भी नहीं है बॉडी के अंदर, काम भी हो रहा है और प्रोडक्शन ज़्यादा हो रहा है हमारा, उनकी आमदनी भी बढ़ गई और उनको दिन भर छाँव में रहना है, दूसरे धूप में खेत में काम करना है, 200 रुपये मिलेगा, उससे अच्छे यहाँ पे 300-400 रुपये कमा लेंगे और काम भी होगा। और खादी का काम एक मतलब आदर्श काम मानते इसका हम खादी के अंदर दुनिया के अंदर वो काम भी हो रहा है उनको अच्छा लग रहा है यार कि हमको सर ने काम करके हमको काम दिया, अच्छा है।
When a city expands, it engulfs the surrounding villages, leading to village urbanization. The workers come from different villages in and around Jalgaon seeking employment. And the people migrate to the city to find jobs that does not get them involved in hard labor, like construction work or farming. Speaking to the women workers, I learned that they are glad to find work in the power loom industry. These women have no or very low education qualifications. Hard labor awaits for them in the village, but weaving does not take a toll on their health, and moreover, it gives them a social status, some respect and dignity in the society. For women to have an independent income and to help the family financially is unusual back in the day, but times have changed and it empowers them. But how much do they earn? A male employee earns 6,000 to 10,000 rupees a month, putting nearly 10 hours into the work, whereas a female employee earns 120 rupees per kg of bobbin they make. And in a day, they make 2 to 2.5 kgs of bobbins. That makes it 300 rupees per day, which amounts to 6,000 rupees a month. Mechanization is good when the hands are too few for the work. Hans Rosling, a Swedish physician, statistician, a public speaker, spoke about the economic growth. There were various income groups in our society, comprising of the below poverty line, the low income group, the mid income group, and the high income group. But within few 50 years, there is always bound to be an economic shift, and we question ourselves of the environmental friendly energy that can satisfy us and at the same time keeps the environment very safe. In this regard, the power loom operates on solar energy and solar panels, typically having a power output in standard test conditions of between 270 watts to 320 watts. The solar panels are connected to the controller and the meter box that further powers the motor to run the power loom machines. The power loom also works in the mechanism of the bicycle, where the pedals generate power to run the machine. India is a diverse country. Our past has showed us that skill, creativity and craftsmanship runs in our blood. Textile gave us an identity. Gandhi uses khadi as a political tool against the British rule in India. In the newspaper Young India 1921, Gandhi stated, "The chakra is the symbol of nation's prosperity and freedom, a symbol of commercial peace." The industry today has moved to what is called a linear development, from raw material to the product. Not all people are well-minded when it comes to conscious consumption and being self-sufficient. I came across a few weavers, teachers, and students when I traveled to Vechi, a village in Gujarat that was 57.8 kilometers away from Surat city. Here I reached Sampurna Kranti Vidyalaya, Vechi. There was a workshop going on backstrap loom and dyeing that was taking place. Uma Ben narrated her story. During the Gujarat riots of 2001, the aftermath left many people, especially women, unemployed, and some of the Muslim community who were in the textile business wasn't able to continue their trade. She helped them get their sales back on track through exhibitions that she arranged. In a few years, she got more interested in block prints and had contacts with few local printers who printed on khadi. Now, at the age of 71, she spins 25 meters of yarn by hand every year and calculates that the cloth woven with 25 meters of yarn is more than sufficient enough for a person to survive per year. In a newspaper, Young India 1920, Gandhi stated, "If millions are to be saved from starvation, they must be enabled to reintroduce spinning in their homes, and every village must repossess in its own weaver." The tools that are used for the backstrap loom has very low capital, which is affordable by anyone. It consists of 4 bamboo sticks, one as a belt around the waist, two of them to help with the process of looming. The third one can be held at the feet for support. Or on a window. Or on a chair. Or can be held by another person in the opposite direction. The dyeing process of yarns are all done naturally using pomegranate seeds, indigo, burnt wood, etc.
Left and then 4. हाँ, 16.
So all the shades of blue that you see, they are from natural indigo. All are natural actually. So indigo. These are the palash, like forest fire tree.
Flame of the
forest tree that we call it. So this is like it gives.
Palash.
Yeah.
Gulmohar and Palash.
No,
No,
Gulmohar
it
is
is
different.
different.
Gulmohar is totally different.
Yeah.
Palash is Kesura, Khakra.
अच्छा, okay.
Kesura,
I think I've
Khakra.
heard
Kesura.
Yeah. So.
है ना, फूल हैं पड़े हुए.
Do you know madder root? Madder plant?
It's a creeper.
Yeah. It's
Madder is a creeper.
Talking to one of the weavers, Ranjana, she works on weaving and teaches weaving in the comfort of her own home. In addition to this, she holds workshops, she farms for her own consumption, and stitches clothes. Her monthly income amounts to 15 to 20,000 rupees.
मैं उड़ीसा में रहती हूँ, वहाँ पे एक छोटा सा खेती है, वो ऑर्गेनिक फार्म करती हूँ और सब्जी वगैरह सब लगाती हूँ। वो कंपोस्ट में हमारा गांव से ही लाते हैं, छोटे मतलब बोरा में इसे भर के लाती हूँ। और मेरा छोटा एरिया है और सब्जी मैं हमेशा लगाती रहती हूँ क्योंकि एक साल के लिए मिले, इसलिए थोड़ा बैगन का फूल आता है तो दूसरे में लगा देती हूँ सब्जी। और मेरे पास काफ़ी केला है, पपैया है और हमारा 5-6 लोग के लिए सब्जी हो जाता है। और खादी इसलिए मैं कर रही हूँ क्योंकि एक पार्ट टाइम का काम है और मेरा जो शाम का टाइम खादी चरखा चलाती हूँ और मैं आशा मिसाले बुनती हूँ उसमें दुबट चबट करके, और मेरा कपड़ा काफ़ी मैंने उसमें बुना है। इसलिए मैं खादी करती हूँ क्योंकि आजकल भारत में जिस संख्या बेकारी संख्या बढ़ती है और काम किसी के पास नहीं है, ज़्यादातर औरत लोग को हो और मतलब गांव से बाहर जाते हैं, उस तरह से करती है। ग्रुप गांव सोचता है तो हम खादी का काम करें, वो काफ़ी काम कर सकते हैं और एक ग्रुप बना के हम गांव में कर सकते हैं। जैसे कपास से लेके खेती में जैसे किसान बोएगा और उसमें काम है, उसको सफाई करना है, जैसे कपास में बीज निकालेगा वो भी काम है, और पुनी बनाना काम है। ये सब हाथ का प्रोसेस है, उसके बाद आखिर बुनाई है। इसलिए इसमें औरत लोग बैठ के एक साथ कर सकते। ये जो भारत में बेरोजगार है इसमें मैं काफ़ी सोचती हूँ और वो काम अच्छी तरह कर सकते हैं, ये मैं सोचती हूँ। और दूसरा बात है, एक टाइम पास के लिए मैं जैसे करती हूँ और मुझे अच्छा लगता है। जैसे मैं खाना बनाती हूँ किचन में और मैं सोचती हूँ मेरा खाना अच्छा हो और मेरा कपड़ा अच्छा होता है तो मुझे अच्छा लगता है, और मैं खुद बहुत बार बार देखती हूँ ये कपड़ा मेरा सही है कि गलत है, और कुछ गलती हुआ तो मैं सुधारती हूँ। और मैं ये सोचती हूँ, इसलिए मैं सिखाने के लिए गोवा भी गई थी, अभी इधर आया क्योंकि सब ये आगे जनरेशन में जाना चाहिए कपड़ा, और ये हाथ का प्रोसेस है, टाइम लेता है, इसलिए करना अच्छा है। और मुझे काफ़ी उसमें मतलब अच्छा लगता है। मैं जब दूसरा अन्य मनुष्य रहती मतलब इधर उधर मैं सोचती हूँ मेरा चरखा में सूत काफ़ी टूटता रहता है, और जब मैं ध्यान से करती हूँ मेरा टूटता नहीं है और अच्छा सूत निकलता है और मुझे अच्छा लगता है, वो है।
When our village are fully developed, there will be no dearth in them of men with high degree of skill and talent. There will be village poets, artists, architects, linguists, etc. Craft and education should not be divorced from one another. Gandhi Harijan, 10th November 1946. When we think of the long-term viability and sustainability of a certain art and craft, education plays an important role. Pele is a weaver, blacksmith and teacher from America who has traveled to Peru to acquire the skill of backstrap loom, and she's holding a workshop here to teach others on what she has learned here in Vichy.
Hello, my name is Pele Warnock. I am from the US. I am 24 years old. I've been in India for 2.5 months. I leave in 15 days. I am currently here to learn weaving and to experience cultural diversity within the people in India and their connection then to the land and their crafts. So far, I have witnessed a great deal of young people working for sustainability, social work, education, water conservation, and bringing back the traditional crafts like khadi fabric and such. I started traveling 6 months ago in Peru, South America, in October. And I went there as well to study weaving and to see their culture, as they are also a culture in a country that experienced colonization from the Spaniards, and then have adapted since. And the cultural comparisons then have been very interesting. I am an educator. When I go back home, I will be teaching the skills that I have learned or built upon that I already knew. I have been weaving cloth for about 11 years, off and on, and I've been teaching it for 3 years. I am working to make a international creative network so that the youth of the world and the young people of the world who are motivated in these tasks can come together and collaborate for this united effort of sustainability and the conservation of this planet. I think especially in Western cultures where they are very disconnected from nature, this is very necessary.
Hello, I am Rupneet from Amritsar, Punjab, and I am 19 years old.
Hello, my name is Anurag Deep Singh Randhawa, and I am from Amritsar, Punjab, and my age is 18. I just completed my 12th with CBSE board last year, and I decided to not go in college or university to pursue my education experience. I like to experience learning in an ancient way of Indian education system, in which a student goes to a teacher, a mentor, and learns a skill. So I am working on my skill development since last year and even before that.
I completed my 12th standard last year, and after that I decided to drop up with my studies, and we opted for something which is called skill development. So we are not going to schools to get degrees, we are not going to colleges to get degrees. Rather, we are going to the mentors and the places where we can really find knowledge and wisdom, and we prefer learning from the mentors, which in ancient India was called Guru Shishya Parampara, where the teacher is physically present close to you and you build a connection with the teacher, and the wisdom flows from the teacher to the student in a very in a very closed connection.
India's historical strengths of hand weaving and natural dyeing and the diversity of its indigenous cotton varieties can be powerful tools to build an alternative, large-scale, ecological textile production system that employs large numbers without ghettoization and which can be steered into becoming a democratic production system in the hands of its producers. That is Malka's dream. We have a long way to go, and we're still far from reaching the goal. But we persist, reaching for the stars with our feet in the mud. Thank you.